Hey guys, so yesterday I filmed a haul and I included some makeup, and I told you I was going to be doing a first impressions on them and that I have some more makeup in my vanity that I have not yet tried. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to be doing first impressions on them. So I'm just going to get into it. So the first thing I'm starting with is the Stila One Step Correct Primer. Looks like this, and it has green, lavender, and peach swirls throughout it, which really help color correct your face. And I have had this over 3 months and I have not tried it, so I'm going to start with this. Yeah, it definitely feels very, very moisturizing. And I have dry skin, so that is really good for me. And sorry if you could see, there's like white stuff on my hand. I got a burn on my hand and I have burn cream on it. Whenever I get a new product, I never like using it because I just feel like I don't want to waste it, so that's why I've never used it. But it feels very moisturizing on my dry skin, so I really like it. So I hauled this. This is the e.l.f. Foundation Serum in Fair Light. And I love the packaging. It looks so sleek and like high-end almost. It just looks really nice, but it's very, very tiny. I didn't realize it wasn't 1 fluid ounce until I got it and I looked at the package, but it's okay. And I got this brush to go with it. This is the e.l.f. blending brush. I don't really work well with the brushes just because I do have dry skin and I find that brushes sometimes cling to my dry patches. I'm just going to put the foundation on the brush. It's very liquidy. I'm just going to dot it on my skin. I tried medium on the back of my hand and it was way too dark. It's blending in very nicely and this brush is not clinging to anything on my face, and my skin is like super dry right now, and this is a really soft brush. Like, I've never felt anything softer than this. And I have tried a lot of face brushes. I use a lot of the Real Techniques brushes like this, and they just cling to all my dry patches and they just, I don't know, they just don't feel good for me. But this, I've never felt something like this. I feel like this is obviously going to be a very light coverage. It is a serum foundation, but I am seeing a little bit of dry patches come up right around here, which is weird because I don't really get dry right here. I get dry around my chin and my nose. In my haul, I was saying how I just wanted a foundation I could just throw on for summer and only have it to wear, but this is not very full coverage. I mean, I wouldn't want it to be full coverage, it's just it doesn't have any coverage. So far it doesn't have any coverage like at all. It's doing a pretty good job evening my skin tone out, but it's not really covering anything like at all. But it is blending out very, very nicely. And as weird as it seems, it is a serum foundation, which means it should be a little bit dewy, but I don't see it being very dewy or luminous at all. It's definitely not matte, but I mean, for a serum foundation, I would expect it to be a little bit more luminous and dewy. So first impression on the foundation, it's okay, but I really like this brush so much. I'm so impressed, and I'm gonna buy another one for like blending everything together at the end and just a backup because this is amazing. So I have other round tops like this, but they just cling to my dry patches and they're just not as soft as this e.l.f. one, and this is the first brush that didn't cling to my dry patches and blended everything out super nicely. It may be the fact that this foundation is super liquidy and runny and lightweight, but I'll have to test it with a thicker foundation and see how it works with my skin. So next thing is concealer. I have had this concealer for a long time. Not a long time, like 5 months, and I have never tried it, and this is the NYX HD concealer in Porcelain. So NYX is a very good drugstore brand, so I don't expect anything bad. It's very pink tone, not so much yellow, which is okay for brightening under the eye, but I prefer more of a yellow toned concealer. And it's going on very dry, and I don't really like the applicator because it's making me dip back in a couple times more than I would usually have to. And I'm just going to use the same brush to blend it out. Maybe I can see now if it's gonna cling on to my dry patches, since this is a thicker formula and a little bit more dry. I really like the shade, and I like the formula as well. To set under my eyes, I'm going to be using this Wet n Wild contouring palette. I have not used this shade under my eyes. Not looking very powdery, which is so nice for my dry skin. Okay, I like it a lot so far. So now to set the rest of my face, I'm going to use this Maybelline Fit Me powder in 230. I have used this powder, but not this shade, so I'm using this to set my entire face. I love this powder. This is my favorite drugstore setting powder, so I already know that I really like it. So I'm going to use the same palette that I used under my eyes to contour, and I'm going to use right here. It's a nice shade, but it looks like it's going on a little bit patchy, which is always a thing that is kind of sucky about first impressions, because you don't know if it's the primer, if it's the foundation, your powder. I mean, I don't think it's the powder because I use that all the time. But, you know, you never know with first impressions. But it does look a little bit patchy. I'm going to have to try another day with a different foundation and primer that I already know about and have to see. For blush, I'm using the Wet n Wild Color Icon blush. This is in the shade Mellow Wine. Everyone talks about these. These are $3. They come in a huge pan, and they are so pigmented. Like, you just need the littlest amount. It's crazy. I'm just gonna see. They're so pigmented, so seriously, be careful. I'm gonna take my powder brush and just blend everything out. For highlights, I'm going to be using this new Wet n Wild Mega Glow Illuminating Palette. I'm so excited to try this. A lot of people have been using this as well. Wet n Wild has just come out with so many new things that it's crazy. So I'm just going to tap mostly these and then just a little bit of that one. My camera never picks up my highlights, so I'm sorry if you can't see, but let's try on this side. It's very pretty, but it does have a little bit of glitter in it. I like it. It's pretty, but it does have a little bit of glitter in it. I don't mind that though. I'm going to set my face with the Glam Essentials Hydrating Setting Spray. I got this off of Amazon. Kind of smells like Windex, but I really like it. For eyebrows, I'm just going to use my Anastasia Dip Brow in Blonde, and I have used this shade before, but it's new to me, and I have not used this yet. This is the Maybelline Great Lash, and it's clear, and it's for brows and eyelashes, but what are you going to do with clear mascara? So I'm using it for my brows to set them, and I'm just going to quickly fill them in with this. I'm going to set them with the Maybelline Great Lash. I'm so excited to finally have a transparent brow gel. I don't know, it doesn't seem like it's going to set them. It doesn't feel hard like my other brow gels do, but we'll see. So I've never used this palette before. This is the e.l.f. California Baked Eyeshadow Palette. It's gorgeous, but sadly it doesn't have any pigmentation. I have swatched it and there's nothing, so I'm going to have to scrape it to get pigmentation off, but it is very pretty. So I'm just taking my Meet Matte Nude palette, and I'm just going to take Matte Sing, put that in my crease. Next I'm going to take Matte Rawson, and I'm just going to also add that to my crease to give a little definition. I am moving away to college very, very soon. My mom gave me my first decorations for my kitchen. She got some new decorations for our kitchen here, so she gave me some of our old ones to put in my new one. And it's very nice. So excited to decorate my own apartment and live in a different place and just be alone and, you know, be able to film more, because I cannot really film where I live right now because of people living here, my family, and just noise and everything. I'm home alone right now, so I can only really film when I'm home alone, which is not really ideal. I want to film whenever I want. And so, and my lighting and everything, just the space. If you saw in front of me, like, my background is horrible. I know, it's so embarrassing. And the space I'm in, no, it doesn't work, and my videos aren't the best I could do. I could do so much better, but the situation I'm in, it's not really possible to do any better than this. But once I have my own apartment, I'm just gonna have very high quality videos. I'm hoping I'm getting a ring light very soon. My boyfriend got it for me for graduation, so I'm very, very excited, and I can't wait. I can't wait to put great videos that I'm proud of on my channel. You know, not that I'm not proud of the videos I put up now, but they're just not the best I can do, and I know that there's so much better out there, so you really have to work hard for your channel. And I really want my channel to grow, but it's so hard when I know that the background is messy and my quality you can't really see. But I'm gonna get a ring light and you'll be able to see so much better. I'll have more space. I'll have like a plain white background. That's what I really, really want. And yeah, so anyways, I'm gonna take this gold shade right here and scrape it. So I'm gonna scrape it with my nail, which is so annoying. So I scraped it. I don't know if you could see right there. And I'm just gonna take a brush and I'm gonna apply that right to my eyelid. I'm going to spray my brush with the setting spray and then apply it because it's still not being very pigmented. And it's baked, so I mean that works better anyways. I don't really like that shade, so I'm going to take this one right here and apply it. But yeah, I know that it's kind of hard to see what I'm doing and like the actual color. Like, my makeup looks so much better in person. My camera just doesn't really pick it up, and I don't know how to really fix settings on camera. I'm not very good with those kinds of things, and it just like emphasizes all the bad things on my face. And I know it has something to do with my settings and my white balance and everything, but especially does that because, you know, I don't have a ring light to give perfect lighting. I just have, you know, whatever the weather is outside. So it really sucks. But I'm moving soon, like I said, so I can't wait. I'm gonna blend it out a little bit. I have lots of balls, so I'm just gonna sweep it away. And there it goes. So I'm just going to take Matte Garcia and mix it in with a little bit of Matte Sing. When are you coming home? Okay. Like, my eyes on camera, they don't look anything like in person. It just, it makes everything look so bad. And it's not my camera. I have a good camera. It's just my lighting. So you can't have a good camera and bad lighting. It just like, it doesn't go good. Just like you can't have, if you have good lighting and a bad camera, you know, it's not that bad. But if you have a good camera and bad lighting, But it's okay. We all start somewhere. You know, I'm still learning. I'm gonna apply mascara. Okay, so my camera ran out of memory and now the battery's gonna die, but I just applied some mascara. I lip lined my lips, and now I'm gonna go in with the Milani Amore matte lip creams, which are limited edition. This is in the shade Adorable. So please ignore the lip. I don't personally like lipstick on me. It makes me so insecure, but it was the first impression video, and that is a first impression. I really, really, really like the formula. I just wish there was a lighter shade that I could have gotten, but they are limited edition, and that was the only one that was there. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I really liked all of the products, and yeah, I can't wait to do more first impression videos, get some more makeup, all that. Anyways, please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.